Good morning, all of you. Unit 5 Coordination Chemistry. In this video, we are going to discuss about crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. Crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes that we are going to discuss. And we are going to see two different structures in which how in tetrahedral complexes the ligand approaches the central metal ion and how the central metal ion d orbital pointing towards axis or in between the axis, that we are going to discuss. After that, finally, how the 5d orbital undergoes splitting in tetrahedral field, that we are going to discuss. Crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. The four ligands L1, L2, L3 and L4, the four ligand approaches the central metal ion in from which place? From only the diagonals of the tetrahedron structure. You know, the center part is occupied by central metal ion. All the axes x minus x, y minus y, z minus z are now pass through the center metal ion, and in tetrahedral complexes we know the coordination number equal to 4. Therefore, four ligands L1, L2, L3, L4 approaches the central metal ion not in actual bond direction, not in actual the axis direction. The approach of ligands in tetrahedral field can be visualized as: consider a cube in which the central metal atom is placed at its center. This is central metal atom. That is the origin of coordinate axis. The four ligands approach the central metal atom along the direction of leading diagonals drawn from the alternate corner of the cube. That pink color structure indicate the tetrahedral structure geometry, tetrahedron. So when you see the direction of ligand from the outside, all the ligand approaches the central metal ion only through the diagonals of the tetrahedron. Diagonals of the tetrahedron. Remember these. All the ligands not coming in x, y and z axis. It comes only in the direction of the diagonals of the tetrahedron. Now we are going to see how the central metal ion ligands undergo degeneration by using one more central metal ion and orbital images that we are going to see. In this structure, it indicates the presence of 5d orbital in central metal atom and also the approaching of ligands from the diagonals of the tetrahedron. Now you see the center part of this image, the center part. You can see a circle that indicate the central metal ion. You can see the circle that indicate a central metal ion. Maybe copper 2 plus, nickel 2 plus or platinum 2 plus. And the loops with the different colors indicate the orbitals. We know, like in octahedral complexes, the two orbitals, what are they? that is dx squared minus y squared and dz squared, that are indicated in violet color, dx squared minus y squared and dz squared, only coming in actual bond direction. Actually, that the two orbitals are present along the axis. The other orbital dxz, dxy, dyz, that orbitals are indicated in green color, then red color and yellow color. What are they? dxy red in color, dyz yellow in color and dxz green in color. These orbitals are lying not on the axis, they are always present between the axis. And in tetrahedral complexes, when you see the dx squared, y squared and dz squared orbital, in octahedral, these two orbital comes along the axis and approaches the central metal ion. But in tetrahedral complexes, none of the t orbitals point directly to the ligand. None of the d orbital point directly to the ligand. However, the T2g orbital, what are they? dxy, dyz and dxz. dxy, dyz and dxz are pointing close to the direction in ligands are approaching. These three T2g orbitals are pointing close to the direction in which ligands are approaching than the Eg orbitals. What are that Eg orbital? Doubly degenerated. dx squared minus y squared and dz squared. As a result, what happened? The energy of T2g orbital increases by 2 by 5 and the energy of Eg orbital decreases by 3 by 5 delta T. When compared to the octahedral field, this splitting is inverted and the splitting energy is less. The relation between the crystal field splitting energy in octahedral and tetrahedral ligand field is given by delta T equal to 4 by 9 delta O. That is the relationship between delta T and delta O. Now, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the crystal field splitting in tetrahedral field that we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss the crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. See, in the isolated gaseous atom, all the d orbitals are degenerate. All the d orbitals are degenerate. There are 5 orientations of d orbital: dxy, dyz, dzx, dx squared minus y squared, dz squared. So these are the orbitals. What are that orbital? D orbital, where in free ion. D orbitals in free ion. That d orbitals in free ion is called isolated gaseous atom. These orbitals are present in isolated gaseous atom. There are 5 d orbital we know. What are they? D xy, d yz and d zx. And other 2 orbitals which are always along the axis are d x squared minus y squared and dz squared. So first these 3 orbitals, dxy, dyz, dzx are present between the axis. Other two orbitals dx squared minus y squared and dz squared are present along the axis. When the ligands approaches the central metal ion, due to the repulsive force between the ligand field and the orbitals, vacant orbital of the central metal ion, due to the repulsive force, the energy is increases. So left hand side we have to draw one arrow that indicate increasing in energy. When the ligand approaches the central metal ion, there is a repulsive force between the electron rich ligand and the vacant d orbital. Still all the d orbitals are in degenerate. What is meant by degenerate? All the d orbitals having same energy. Dxy, yz, dzx, x squared minus y squared dz squared. But this is the average energy of d orbitals in a spherical crystal field. Which field? Spherical crystal field. Now only splitting takes place. This splitting is just opposite to the splitting in octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes, dx squared minus y squared and dz squared are present along the axis. These two orbitals are approaching the ligand actually in the x, y axis, z axis. But here no orbital approaching the central metal ion in actual axis x, y, z direction. But these three orbitals dxy, dyz and dzx are pointing close to the direction in which the ligands are approaching. Therefore, here how the splitting takes place? Now, splitting takes place in the reverse of octahedral complexes. That means dx squared minus y squared and dz squared having lower energy. These are dx squared minus y squared and dz squared having lower energy, and you know this level is called doubly degenerate level. Two orbital having same energy, doubly degenerate level. And actually the other three orbitals, these three orbitals dxy, yz, zx are pointing close to the direction in which the ligands are approaching. dxy, dyz, dzx, and this orbital level is called T2g level. When you draw the line and when you measure the energy value, the energy is decreases to about, decrease in energy is indicated by minus sign, total number of orbitals 5, and the energy gap is large when compared with this increasing energy, therefore 3/5. Delta T. What is delta T? Tetrahedral crystal field splitting energy. And for these two orbitals, the energy is increases to the small extent. Increase in energy is indicated by plus sign. How much among the 5 part? This part is more 3, this part is only 2, 2 by 5. And the last column, this last column is the splitting of which orbital? D orbitals. 5 d orbitals undergo splitting in an tetrahedral crystal field. Tetrahedral crystal field. This is just opposite to octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes, all the 2 orbitals are present in up and these 3 orbitals are present down. So, it is just opposite to octahedral complexes. This is your isolated gaseous atom ground state energy. When ligands approaches the central metal ion, due to the repulsive force between the ligand electron and the vacant d orbital, its energy increases, but still the orbitals are in degenerate. After that, splitting of the d orbital of central metal ion takes place. This is just opposite to the splitting takes place in octahedral complexes. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.